Jordan said there are similarities in their games. He agreed. Wow. So Jordan said there's similarities. There's similarities. All right?
I even picked up the phone. Me and my man Mike Wilbon picked up the phone and called Michael Jordan himself. Yo, dog, we watching this kid. Brother, he reminds us a little bit of you. Michael Jordan's response, well, he is special.
When I saw him on ESPN last night, he said, I'm just going to kill everything in front of me, man. It reminded me so much of Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant. They would kill you to win a game.
So Anthony Edwards and company just swept the Suns and their Happy Meal trick-or-treat-ass trio after a dominant 40-point performance by the new king himself.
Edwards driving by Beal. Oh, the hammer!
Being the first overall pick in 2020 NBA draft, Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards, came into an organization that needed an identity because the previous star wasn't holding up his own, and they had to build around Anthony the right way if they were going to compete. And compete they did. The Timberwolves have made the playoffs the first 3 out of the 4 years that Anthony Edwards has been in the league. But, respectively, after being bounced in the first round the previous years by the Grizzlies and the Nuggets, one thing to put into consideration is that the Wolves, the Timberwolves, have made the playoffs only once since 2003, before the new king, the new Avenger, Ant-Man, joined. But before I continue, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. I can't say that enough and all that fun stuff. Okay, let's get on with the video. So, the 22-year-old monstrous play in, honestly, exciting highlights has been being compared to arguably the greatest player of all time, arguably. I must be low on testosterone, dude. The greatest player of all time, Michael Jordan. Now, while Anthony Edwards is far, far and away from being anywhere near Jordan's not just accomplishments, but also the impact, the influence that this man had on the game, but also the world. The man needs MapQuest. He needs Christopher Columbus to get anywhere near Jordan right now. But in this video, I just want to lay the comparisons that not just me, regular schmucks like you and me, just watching the game and seeing, holy hell, this guy is a physical specimen.
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
Ladies and gentlemen, we do thank you very much for your attention, and now we invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the takeoff. The captain has made tower communications available.
Now, several sports analysts that we respect and adore and all that fun stuff have been claiming that even the king himself, Michael Jordan, is saying that he does see similarities between them. I mean, Chris Broussard had this to say.
Jordan said there are similarities in their games. He agreed. So Jordan said there's similarities. There's similarities.
For all we know, that could be Michael B. Jordan that he's referring to, dude. Listen, I did some research and I was just like, dude, like I had to see the pictures of these two golfing together or something like that to prove the relationship together. But no, listen, as my oncologist told me, dude, cite your sources. Cite your sources. And granted, Broussard is coming from a big network, so who's to say that he's throwing Jordan's name in there for the views, for the clicks? I'm gonna be honest, I don't subscribe to the notion that Broussard knows Jordan directly, dude. You know what I mean? He's doing it for the views, you know what I mean? In order to get in contact with Jordan, you need to play the Ouija board and sacrifice your cholesterol level. Dude, Jordan doesn't There are many questions that we need to answer. Will Anthony Edwards be the face of the league? When will he be the face of the league? Is he really Michael Jordan's son? Let's be honest, Michael Jordan doesn't have sex, dude. Like he pays someone to have sex for him. That's how rich he is. You know what I mean? Like, but the similarities between these two is this. In his fourth season, Anthony Edwards is averaging 26 points and 5.4 rebounds on 46% shooting, while making his team, by the way, one of the best teams in the mighty Western Conference. Meanwhile, Jordan in his fourth year averaged 35 points and 5.9 assists on 3.2 steals, with the Bulls ending as the number 3 seed in the East in Jordan's 4th year in the league. Athleticism and finishing around the basket are two major aspects of their style which are comparable. But here's the difference. Anthony Edwards in his 4th year is 22 years old. And I did some research, dude. Jordan in his 4th year was 25 years old. His game was more advanced. Jordan, you could say Jordan was just entering his prime or about to enter his prime at the age of 25. Whereas Anthony Edwards hasn't even sniffed entering his prime yet. I also want to include that time and time again, Anthony Edwards has risen up to the occasion, especially in the playoffs, where he has averaged 28.9 points, 5.5 rebounds, and 4.6 assists in 15 games in the playoffs. He has averaged 31 points per game this year and the last year. The man is not scared of the moment. As a matter of fact, he relishes in it. But comparatively speaking, Michael Jordan has averaged 33.4 points per game, 6.4 rebounds, and 5.7 assists in 179 games. But those stats include Jordan in his prime, whereas Anthony hasn't even reached his prime yet. And if you looked at Anthony Edwards' playoff stats, it is steadily increasing. The man is averaging 31.4 points in the past 2 years, whereas he averaged 25 points in his first year in the playoffs. So who's to say that his playoff averages are not going to continue to increase? But perhaps the greatest similarity between these two players is that they both have that fire, that killer mentality, that fire in the ass. They are here to play. They want to kill you on the court. They want to commit legal manslaughter. They got that dog in them. And I'm not saying that they ate a dog. You mean, like, let's leave Rufus out of this. But what I'm saying is that it is especially rare nowadays in this NBA tropical storm climate, because that's how I would label these current NBA players. I think the reason why Anthony Edwards really stands out from the current climate is that everybody else around him are just a bunch of habitual bidet users. All of them. Most of these American players don't have that edge, that competitiveness, that grit and grind. They need to spend a summer in Memphis, dude. They're just all a bunch of divas who just like everything being handed to them. Whereas Anthony Edwards is no. Anthony Edwards wants to take the hard route. Always. I feel like now, the current NBA player sleeps with a pillow in between their legs. They call each other at midnight, sharing pecan pie recipes, dude. Whereas now, you see European players coming into the league, coming in with something to prove. And you know what? They're doing it successfully. Major props to them. They are. Look at them. You could say that 3 of the top 5 best players in the current NBA player landscape right now are actually Europeans. You can make an argument for that. I do not know what's in the frog legs in France. But you know what? Maybe us Americans need to eat frogs, dude. Maybe we can eat frogs. Never mind. I mean, look at the man. Listen to him.
Said that you could be the next Michael Jordan.
I just want him to stop. Yeah.
Why?
Just because he's the greatest to ever play basketball. And I'm so far from it.
But if that era was today, do you feel like MJ could guard you?
Hell no. No.
You know, he is one of the greatest defensive players.
Yeah, no.
Why? Do you see flaws in, like when you look at him defensively?
I'm not looking for that. I just don't think he can guard me.
Would he get off too, or would it be a lockup on?
I mean, he gonna do his thing, but it's gonna be a tough night.
Listen, legal manslaughter. Same toughness, killer mentality. However, I feel like I want to note this. One differentiability. Is that a word, dude? I don't know. My allergies are flaring up. But Anthony Edwards, he likes to have a fun time. He likes to have a fun time. Hey, let's just say it, dude. Michael Jordan loves to have a fun time gambling, quote unquote. But Anthony Edwards, you know what I mean? He likes to who can blame him? You know what I mean?
Lord have mercy. We must stay focused, brothers. We must stay focused. No.
He's more loose. You know what I mean? He'll say what's in his mind. I feel like Jordan and Kobe were more serious. I'm not saying that Anthony Edwards will have the same resume that Michael Jordan had. Because, well, that's damn near impossible. No one will touch Jordan's resume. Let's just leave it at that. No one will touch his resume. But what I am saying is that my generation right now is witnessing probably what the older generation experienced with Jordan when they were watching him play. Just in awe. Just sheer, intimidation. I know damn well these habitual bidet users shit their pants when they freaking walk on the same floor with Anthony Edwards. I can guarantee you that. This man is not one to play around with. Listen to him. Watch him. Enjoy him. But fear him if you're a player. This man will install fear in other players. But kudos to him. And never change, young king. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. Is Anthony Edwards the closest thing to Michael Jordan? I'd say so, but I could be wrong, dude. I could be dead wrong. I could be a buffoon, dude. My allergies could be flaring up right now, and I could just be hallucinating right now. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. I can't say that enough. I'll see you on the next report. Peace, yo.